What's up YouTube? This is Bushcraft Dave, and today I bring you a knife comparison here. So we have two neckers that are very popular. These are probably the two most popular neckers out there. The Moore Eldris is also a very popular necker, but to me it goes in a little different category. These two, in my opinion, are the best, simply because it's made out of high carbon steel, 1095. Both of these companies, Rowan, who manufactures these blades for ESEE, and Ka-Bar, who manufactures these for Becker, have excellent heat treats. Their steels are excellent. And it's full tang. So let me show you here. So these two actually have the same handle, and I think the story goes, I don't know, this is a myth or whatnot. Actually, it's true. I've seen the posts. But a student somewhere had both of these knives, and but he had I forget the other model for this Becker. It had a different handle on it, and he liked the blade on the Becker, but he liked the handle on the Izula. So he split both knives and made a Frankenstein one. He took the Izula handle and he combined it with the ESEE or the Becker blade. I'm sorry if that was really confusing, but basically he took the ESEE handle and combined it with the Becker knife. Okay, so that gives us this. It's affectionately called the Escobar. It comes with a powder coating, and I removed mine. So the same handle, they're both full tang. The thickness, I think, are the same. I'll have all the specs down below. So let's talk about let's compare these two here. So the Izula 2, this one that I got, came with the micarta handles, and these I had to buy these aftermarket, and they were only $10. You get you get these orange ones, and you get the black ones. I like the orange. So now, to me, the main differences in these two blades are the blade shapes. Here the blade is broader. You get more blade than the Izula. The blade edge itself is pretty similar, as you can see there. The Izula has jimping, the Becker doesn't. What else here? What else can I tell you about these two? They both have full flat grinds, and both of these companies have really good warranty. So whichever one you get, you're totally covered, as long as you don't, totally abuse the knife and do crazy stuff. But if you're using it on wood, and you're doing the traditional survival bushcraft thing, you'll be covered. And let me show you the sheaths here. So this is the Izula sheath. It's made out of plastics into polymer, and this is the Becker. This is a glass-filled nylon. Here, I do like the Izula sheath. It seems more contoured. This is a little bulky. And the glass-filled nylon, people have said that it dulls their knife edge because of the glass that's in here. But both sheaths work. I actually bought this knife a while back, but I had the Becker as well, and I like the Becker more, so I sold this to my buddy. And he's moving, so he asked me to sharpen this blade for him before he left. So let's do a quick feather stick with both of them. Where's my feather stick? Okay. So I sharpened both of these last night. I'm not an expert sharpener by any means, but let's see here. It's just a little bit. Get it to focus there. I put convex edges on both of these blades, and then I fine-tune the edge, or hone the edge with the ceramic rod. So that takes off the convex a little bit, I think, but. Okay, that's with the, let me focus here. That's with the Azula. And now let's focus. Let's try it with the Becker. I don't know if you guys do this, but give this a try the next time you do a feather stick. Do the I guess I would call this just an even like cut here, and then try a tip down when you're on this side. And when you're doing tip down on this side, I don't know if you can tell there, but the spirals start going inward, starts going this way. So if you do this, because I'm trying to get most of the curls on this plane here. Okay, so oftentimes we rotate, right? But what happens is the feather stick is all spread around here. I want a bunch of mass right here where my ferrule rod is going to shower. So you go forward like this, and then you go you rotate, tip down, right? And then go back to this, and then you rotate it back this way and do tip up, and it'll send the curls back that way. And you tend to get really nice curls that way. Let me show you here. You get these curls here. This one is I messed up on this one, but yeah, there you go. So both of these knives have the same edge on them, and they're both great neckers. I love Morris, don't get me wrong. I love Morris. I collect them. They're very fun. They all work. And the Eldritch is something that I plan on getting. But for me though, I prefer my neckers to be full tang. Just in case, like, I know a lot of people might say, hey, you don't need full tang for a necker, but in my opinion, I just rather be safe than sorry. If I'm out there on a hike, and God forbid if something happened, I sprained an ankle or I broke a leg, and I needed to do some survival stuff, that I have a full tang blade that I can baton. I could baton a little bit and do what's necessary to survive. Another thing I want to mention is the Essie has a distal taper. It gradually gets thinner and thinner and thinner. It has a more fine tip than, actually, well, yeah, it still does. The Becker is full thickness, a little bit further. So if you're making, I would say if you're making traps and you want to do some of the really small cuts, let me try to do one right now. So with the finer tip on the Izula, you can really get in there and do some of the more fine cutting. Like that. That'll be a bit harder to do with a knife that didn't have such an acute tip like that. Not that it's weak. This isn't a weak blade at all, because Rowan, they do some of the best heat treatments on 1095. So okay, clean it up a little bit more here. That's pretty much it. I think the Izula is probably, well, like I said, both of these knives are awesome. You can't really go wrong with either one. The Izula 2 is a bit more expensive than the Escobar here. Like I said, the micarta feels awesome in hand. It fills up your hand a lot more than these. This is like glass filled nylon, so it's a little slippery. Yeah, Izula feels better in hand. And it depends with the blade edge. So they're both made of 1095. This has added vanadium and Crovan. So that's supposed to help out with the edge retention, I believe. And I'm not a steel expert, but that's what I know. The difference is the blade shape, really. So if you want a broader blade, a more general use blade, go for this. Okay, and if you wanted something more bushcrafty, something more EDC, I would say go for this. But like I said, you can't go wrong. Two great knife companies. Like if you guys aren't members of their forums, the Becker forum is on Blade Forums. The SE forums, it's on Randall's Jungle Training. Just Google that, and you'll find the forum. Excellent forums. I'm a member of both, and I spend way too much time on these forums. And I get in a lot of trouble. I start buying a bunch of knives, but yeah, great manufacturers. The owners or the CEOs or whatever of both companies are present on the forums, and you can talk to them, which is really cool. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. This is just a quick comparison of these two Neckers. If you want more information on these knives, I'll have links down below. You guys can check them out. And if you like this video, please consider giving me a sub and a like. Until next time, later guys.